Hi, it's Golden Jollof Rice coming to you guys today with a new episode of Trending Topics. So today, I'm going to be talking about the whole Fizz and Apryl Jones situation because their situation is just ridiculous and I have so much to say about it because it's pretty messed up. So with that being said, let's get into it. To start off, there's a special place in hell for people like Fizz and Apryl who have no regard for people's feelings or how their actions affect those around them. So long story short, everyone knows the group B2K, that Fizz was part of the group and Omarion was his bandmate. So long story short, he's smashing his bandmate's baby mama, Apryl, who is Apryl. And it's just a really messed up situation because Omarion and Fizz were actually childhood friends. They were best friends. They were like thick as thieves, and for him to turn around and do this to Omarion is just foul. There's no coming back from doing something this low down and dirty. And to be honest, I don't see Fizz and Apryl lasting very long because both of them did this out of spite. I feel like they both had a vendetta against Omarion. Like Fizz, his reasons, he was probably just jealous of Omarion because Omarion was the lead vocalist in the group. He was successful even when he went solo, whereas with Fizz, it's not the same story. He went nowhere. His career went nowhere after the group just broke up. And I think I'm gonna do a video about the real reason why they broke up because yeah, it's so many layers to the story, but that's besides the point in this video. And as for Apryl, she is just grimy. She's just a thought, and I don't see this lasting very long. She's just always on to the next, and Fizz is just something temporary, just like a phase for her. When she finds something more exciting for her, then she's just gonna be on to the next dude, And I think Apryl just did this out of spite towards Omarion because he just up and left her. And I think him being able to move on with his life but still be a father and just carry on with his career and not be bothered by her really just broke her. So I think she slept with his best friend out of spite. That's really what it is. Long story short, she just did this out of spite because she couldn't handle the fact that he just moved on from her with grace. And I think he started to see what his mom saw in her because in the earlier seasons on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, his mom did not approve of her. She was not a fan of her whatsoever. At this point, I think she's just trying to seek attention from Omarion and it's not working, and I think it just kills her. So I think she just slept with her child's father's bandmate out of spite. She did this all out of spite because he was just able to move on from her. He left her, but he still continues to be a father in their kids' lives, but he still carries on with his career and going on tour. But as far as her, he's just cut her off, And I think that just kills her. And that's another thing, like when you move in silence and you don't even give people the satisfaction of getting a reaction out of you, it just kills them. Especially if there's someone who is prideful and has like a huge ego, they cannot take it when they are just dismissed. Silence is golden, and I'm just proud of Omarion for moving in silence and not even feeding into the BS and the nonsense. This just goes to show how mothers know best, and his mom told no lies. Like, we all thought that she was just giving Apryl a difficult time in the earlier seasons, but no, like, she was right, because in the earlier seasons she was more timid and quiet and more low-key, but now she's really showing out. And I think as time went on, Omarion started to see what his mom saw in her, and that's when he just cut her loose, but focuses on the children and his career, and I commend him for that. And jealousy and envy is just a disease. It's just mental illness, and when you do things out of ill intent, there's no good that comes out of that. And karma is real. Karma's gonna hit both of them and tenfold, and karma has no timestamp on it, whether it's today, tomorrow, 2 minutes from now, 2 months, 2 years, 20 years from now. They're gonna get what's coming to them because you reap what you sow. Also, I understand where Moniece is coming from. Moniece is Fizz's child's mom. I'm not gonna refer to her as baby mama because, you know, I feel like that just has such a negative connotation to it, you know? But Moniece was talking about how every time he gets with a new girl, he doesn't like to communicate with her when it comes to their child. They have a child together, and she talked about this one instance where she was just calling up her son to check on him, and he says that they're in another state with Apryl and her family, yet Fizz told her that there was nothing going on between him and Apryl, you know? And she's just like, yo, why do you feel the need to lie? And on top of that, why do you feel the need to involve my child in this nonsense? And I think anyone would be livid. Like, imagine your your child's father is dating someone new, and they are just taking your child across the state without your knowledge with this new chick, and you have no idea what's going on, you know? And then they're having like your child lie to you about the whereabouts. And fellas, how would you feel if your baby mama got with a new dude and wasn't really communicating with you about what's going on and, you know, the child's whereabouts, and you just called up your child just to check on them, and lo and behold, they're in a whole other state without your knowledge, like parading around with the new person's like family? Like, you would just be pissed. I think anyone would be upset about that, and it's just not cool. I see Fizz as very childish, and he needs to grow up. That's why his name is Lil Fizz. He's just a little F boy, you know? He's just a little boy, and it's like, why do you feel the need to lie to your child's mom about who you're dating, you know, and your whereabouts? Like, I mean, are you 17 or are you like really like in your 30s? I don't know. Also, this reminds me of like people who date their friends' their exes, and it just makes me side-eye people like that, because let's keep it 100. Like, it makes me think, how did they really view their friend's significant other when they were in the relationship, you know? Were you waiting for your moment, your opportunity for them to fall out, for you to like jump in there and take advantage of the situation and have a moment with them? Because it just makes me like side-eye people like that. If you're gonna date your friend's ex, there's just a certain way to go about that. Like, at least keep it 100 and be honest, and come to your friend in confidence and let them know that you're like feeling one of their exes, and just be honest, you know, rather than do what Fizz did and go behind their back and be a snake. See, that's just some serpent energy that I just can't rock with. It's just better to be honest, and honesty is key. Less people's feelings would be hurt, you know, if he would have went about it in a more respectful manner. And that's all I have to say about this situation. Please like, subscribe, and feel free to leave your feedback in the comment section below. Like, do you think they are wrong, or do you think it's okay? And for those of y'all that think this is okay, it says a lot about your moral compass if you don't see any issue with it. But, you know, I'm always open to seeing things from a different perspective. And yeah, feel free to leave your feedback in the comment section below. Bye.